Have you seen Squid Game?
Have you seen Squid Game?
Hello, welcome back to the channel. I have not been posting for a long time, and I decided I wanted to create a movie review, well, series review, for Squid Game. I watched this show over the past week and a half, and I have absolutely loved it, and I wanted to share some of my thoughts with you, see what you think about it, and just talk about it a little bit. Squid Game is a South Korean drama series on Netflix that includes 9 episodes. It is a heart-wrenching and very intense show to watch. So the premise of Squid Game is a company/entity comes in and finds people that have really large debts, down on their luck, and just are not having a good life where they're at, and they allow them to enter and play into a tournament/game with 500 other people. And in this tournament, they have a chance to win over 45 billion won, which I believe is roughly $45 million. In this premise, you can call it a battle royale if you would want, where you enter into a arena, and if you lose, you die. It's a really simple and effective premise that can keep anyone engaged if they're really big movie lovers or just watching the show because it's really popular. All of the games that they played were young Korean children games that I believe some of the actual actors played when they were younger as well, which is really interesting dynamic whenever you're talking about the actors portraying these roles. So they kind of have a deeper connection to this to make the actual scene work more. It kind of remind me of if Mr. Beast went rogue and just decided to do whatever he wanted, no consequences. Really interesting premise that got me hooked right from the beginning. I'm gonna pronounce these names completely wrong, most likely, but Jung Ji-hoon, the main character, is kind of just a good guy in general. Kind of goes in there more so as the underdog, but is still somebody you want to root for, you know? I did watch this in dub, and I would highly recommend watching it in sub. Dubbing was horrible. It was very bad. I'm currently watching it a second time now. I'm watching in sub, and you should definitely watch it in that, because you'll still get the story elements and stuff just by reading, and you'll probably get a closer connection to how they're actually reacting to certain situations. This way you can hear their own voices as well. The set design for all of the games were incredible. The colors that they used in the sets were so interesting to make it seem more childlike. The company's masked men all wore pink and had face masks on, and they were not allowed to show their faces. If they did, they were killed, keeping the company identity a secret, not knowing anything about who they are. Overall, the story was really well written. I felt a connection to the characters. I felt motivation for them to win. I gotta say as well, this is a show that is easily digestible, and if you do watch it back to back, you're not going to feel sluggish, at least I didn't. And there's really barely any filler in this show that makes it even more captivating. It's all a part of the story, and there's a main plot line while there's also a parallel event happening with the cop. So there's a cop that also is infiltrating into the company and gets to find secret files, and then eventually becomes one of the actual Squid Game guards. That is a parallel event that's happening and also informs you of what's happening in the main plot line. Overall, I thought the acting was really good, and I believe the actress who played Sebyong, that was her first big break role, and I thought that's awesome. Her performance I thought was really good, and I saw an interview with her saying that she was talking about how she was really worried about her performance. She was excellent, along with the entire cast. The mood of the whole show is just tension. Lots of tension, and it doesn't drag you along. It keeps you there, engaged, and enjoying the story. That's something I think a lot of shows can miss, and you can just get bored very easily. Not with this show. Really fast-paced, really enjoyable, and digestible. I am going to give Squid Game a 92% rating. Yes, I'm going off of percent scales now. I know in the past I haven't done that, but I think it's just easier to rate by percentages from 1 to 100%, and I'm going to give Squid Game a 92% because that's where I think it is. It's really good. It could be better, but I think that's a good spot for it. Let me know your thoughts on Squid Game. If you've seen it, if you haven't seen it, leave a comment below if you want to talk about it a little bit more, and I will be back with more reviews very soon.